What's up, YouTube? Happy Saturday. I hope everybody is having a great day so far. So, I wanted to come on here real quick and talk about this situation that's going on with Mary. Now, Mary, why you bugging? Alright, so here's what's going down. Danny Boy, who's a former R&B artist that was on Suge Knight's label back in the 90s, has come out and he did an interview with Art of Dialogue. So, for whatever reason, he wanted to talk about his relationship with Mary, okay? So, basically, there was this rumor that Tupac had Mary first, but, Danny Boy was like, nah, I had Mary before Tupac had her. And he starts to go into detail about how they met and the things that transpired. So, the problem with this whole entire issue is the fact that Danny Boy was 15 or 16 when the relationship with Mary took off. So Mary being born in 1971, right? And this happened during the 1995 Source Awards, or after the fact. It was the 1995 Source Awards when this took place. So that puts Mary J. Blige at 24, 25 years old.
Look at you, looking all good and
So this is what Danny Boy is alleging, right? He's saying that after the 1995 Source Awards, they go back to the hotel room. Suge is in his presidential suite, right? Who's in that presidential suite? Is Diddy Baby's mom, is Devontae Baby's mama, right, from Jodeci, and Mary J. Blige is up there. So basically, Danny Boy goes back to his own room. He gets called by Suge. Yo, come up to the room. Parlay, chill, let's have a drink. They order some food, they hang out, things is all good, right? And so basically Danny Boy goes back to his room, but he gets a call from Suge. And Suge said, yo, come back up to the room because somebody is interested in you. Like, there's somebody that has an interest in you. Come back to the room and hang out, chill out, or whatever. So Danny Boy goes back up to the room. So he's up there, he's chilling. They're having a few drinks. They order some more food. And he starts to have a conversation with Mary. And during the conversation, it dawned on him like, yo, it's shocking that Mary J. Blige is probably the one that has an interest in me. And he's shocked, right? Because he's amongst a superstar right now, and he doesn't know how to handle it because he looks up to Mary. Mary is the queen of R&B and soul. And so it'd be crazy if Mary J. Blige is wanting to get with him. This is what Danny Boy said that he was thinking. And so while Danny Boy and Mary J. Blige were sitting there conversing, getting to know one another, Danny Boy recalls that there was a knock to the door. And when Mary heard that knock,
why are you running?
well, according to Danny Boy, Mary J. Blige was afraid that it was KC that was knocking at the door. So she was trying to hide underneath the couch, behind the couch, and she may have went for the window if it was KC. But it wasn't KC. And so, that was that. So from there, things started to escalate. All right. So Suge went into his room. He closed the door, whatever. And so there was another room that was inside the presidential suite. And so Mary and Danny Boy went to that room. And so I'm going to play you guys a little bit of what Danny Boy had to say in regards to this matter. So just sit tight. It's just a couple of minutes and then I'll be back.
15, 16 years old. And she laying on the couch. And I'm sitting on the other end, and she lay down on the couch and put her head in my lap. He can't be talking about Mary. Was talking about she wanted me to come back up here. Now she on my lap. And I'm sitting there and I'm wondering, I'm like, okay, what is this going to end up to? And she stayed a couple more hours. And we decided to go in the other room because it was a suite. We went in another room and laid down. And she laid down with me and she kind of like backed up against me. And every time she backed up against me, I would move away, And from that time, I had an opportunity to go out to New York and visit her a couple more times. But, that's why I was kind of confused when I heard Kurt saying that Mary was pot girl. Because at that time, she was my girl. At that time, I'm 15, 16 years old, and she flying me in to see her. And you know what it is when a girl back up on you and you young. And I'm trying to show her that she ain't phasing me. I'm hard damn. She's backing up against me. This Mary J. Blige. And quite nice with the guy. I mean, you know, I don't even know if you're supposed to say you had with people on camera. Anyway, whatever. I'm not quite sure, but
relations.
Yeah, we had relations. That's a good way. That's a good way to put it out. And I said it in the book, and I was saying it because it was my Instagram moment. I should say before Instagram came out, or that was my moment. That was my social media moment to be able to say that in the book. Because had it been cameras or something around, or being able to make a post, I probably would have tried to make it something very serious with her, especially after being there more than 5 times.
And you kept in contact with Mary J. Blige after that, right?
I did, for sure. For sure. She would fly me in sometimes, and I'd fly down to see her.
All right, so you guys heard what Danny Boy had to say in regards to his situation with Mary. And so I don't know if there was a conversation that was had between him and Mary about how old they both were. I mean, I think that's something that you talk about, but hey, that's the hip hop world. And I want to make one correction. Mary J. Blige is the queen of hip hop and soul. All right. I think I said the queen of R&B and soul, whatever the case may be. It's hip hop and soul. So I really find this interesting as we look at a picture of Pac and Suge, and you can see Danny Boy in the middle of them too. And basically he was running around with them in the early 90s. And so the reason why I find this interesting is that when all of this took place, this was the era, or the time rather, when there was a beef between the East and the West Coast. And so if you guys can remember, Suge went on to the Source Awards and he actually called Puffy out. Check this out.
And one other thing I'd like to say, any artist out there want to be an artist and want to stay a star, and don't want to have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the videos, all on the record, dancing, come to Death Row.
So let me get this straight. On the night of the Source Awards, right, back in 1995, and as you can see when Suge made that speech, look at who's beside him. That's Danny Boy right there. And so you mean to tell me on the same night that Suge Knight dissed Diddy, right, this brother had Diddy's baby mom up in the hotel room. Mary J. Blige is over there, right? Devontae Swing baby moms is over there. So where is the East Coast loyalty at, right? There was a beef between the West Coast and the East Coast, and the East Coast chicks are chilling with the West Coast dudes in their hotel. Like, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that the East Coast girls should be constricted to just dating and dealing with East Coast dudes, but there's a beef going on. So you would think that there would be some type of loyalty that came into play, but obviously not. But anyway, guys, what do you think about this situation with Mary J. Blige? Y'all looking at her with the side eye right now, or do you want to wait to see what Mary J. Blige has to say in response to this? Maybe there was just something, you know, a slight technicality where, you know, they didn't talk about age and she assumed that he was 21. I mean, you know, 18. But, you know, this situation is just crazy. So a lot of people are looking at Mary J. Blige with the side eye because they think that she took advantage of this young man. So let me know in the comments what you think about this situation, all right? Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll get with you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.